It's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. What a difference a day makes. I was telling Calvin it's pretty much the same temperature as it was yesterday, but without the cold and without the wind, it feels wonderful here at Milberger's.
Without the fog?
What's that?
Without the fog?
Yeah, without the fog. It really does. Feels great here. Christmas trees. They've had a bunch of Christmas trees leave today and yesterday. People came by, must have heard us talking about the 75% off Christmas trees.
Still a lot of them here.
Yeah, there's still a lot of them here.
I heard it was 100% off.
No, you heard wrong. Don't even. That was Mark Peterson, Peter, just if you need to know. So come on out to Milberger's, plus wreaths and garlands, 50% off, Christmas, the Christmas items, 50% off, and all kinds of good stuff here at Milberger's. And I'm just telling you, if you know Calvin, and you can stop me, Calvin, if you want, but and you're looking for a great gift to give him, he's looking for wolf urine.
Yeah, this is part of the continuing discussion of the coyote issue.
Yes, so we can. We don't have to go there if we don't want to.
Well, our listeners, though, were
they seemed interested
too.
They had great ideas yesterday.
Yeah, they did. So I don't know where that fits on the 12 Days of Christmas song.
I did find
wolf urine. No.
Okay.
Poor Mark is like rubbing his head. Okay.
I remember Milton's voice when. How many years ago when you were in that musical here?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, gosh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, gosh.
Yes, I don't think Calvin likes my singing.
But
were you Tiny Tim?
Yes, I was. I was a large, Tiny Tim.
Now we found. I found some dog and cat
Merry Christmas
repellent. I'm gonna try that, but it appears based on the information that our listeners have provided, plus the internet. And that there's many or several wolf urine products.
Yeah.
Huge price range difference.
Yeah.
That are effective.
Premium wolf.
Yes, that's right.
Or just
It
quality.
depends on what your wolf has been through. You know, if just a regular old wolf.
Quality, or you got the premium.
Yeah.
But Milton also says that the something that might work that he said good luck with is controlling his feral cats is orange peeling.
Yeah, orange peels
or lemons. And
we could. We didn't. Yeah, I think we did lemons too, and it was amazing. It just worked almost instantly. Nothing else worked. Now we didn't try any spray repellents, but we were putting forks in the thing, and they laughed at us and sat around the forks and
curled around them.
Yeah, they curled around. They just didn't care, and the only thing that worked instantly was the citrus peels. They did not like them. Yeah, it was really the weirdest thing. So
I'll try those, and
okay.
I'll get some of that wolf urine. Try that.
Oop.
Oh, there went our
friend. Yeah. Anyway, alrighty. 210-308-8867. So if you have any more tips, you're welcome to call.
Yeah, some trips.
Yes.
On the drip system, I'm getting too many. Tips on drip.
Tips on drip?
Yeah, so
that's a good title.
A lot of people are having chewing issues, and so maybe we put some cayenne pepper or different types of pepper or ghost pepper.
Oh, that's an idea.
On the tubes.
Okay.
I wonder if that would work.
Would you just mix it with something and spray it?
I had an idea because I was just looking at my refrigerator, and I was going to make Christmas snacks, and I had a bunch of Caro syrup in there. I was just like mixing it on there. It would stick to anything. That's why.
That's right. You were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
So this was my thought that I had just right before the show started. and you can see what you think. Based on your column, we talked about it yesterday, and we can get into it a little more today. We were talking about things that you can do in the new year, and I'm going to kind of throw it to Mark and see if you like this idea, because Mark's a walker, and he's. Are you still walking at all the parks?
My walking has decreased.
Okay.
So, but when I do walk,
yes,
yes, I do the greenways primarily, plus wilderness parks.
Okay. And San Antonio is very blessed to have all these great parks with lots of different. We've had callers call us too, but lots of different examples of trees and flowers and natural as well as things that we're planting.
Pretty soon he can walk all the way to Austin.
Pretty soon. Are you going to try?
Well, and maybe we'll go get him.
Yeah, we'll get a call.
I'm not waiting on it. I'm not holding my breath on the walk.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
That will be a while.
Well, you could ride your bike.
That will be a while.
Okay. But I thought, okay, you've got all the parks. We've talked about Eisenhower. We've talked about Walker, Friedrich, Mission. I'm just trying to remember the ones I've walked at. But they have lots of great things. But also then it occurred to me, there's lots of places in San Antonio besides those parks, like the Botanical Garden, the Arboretum that's coming soon.
Mitchell Lake.
Mitchell Lake would be a good one to just go visit, where you can see lots of nature, lots of plants.
Oh, a lot of good places to walk, too.
On a day like today, it would be great.
Yeah. Oh, is today the Christmas bird count? Shucks, I think it is.
No. Next week.
Next week? But I don't think it's on Christmas.
No, that's Thursday.
No, but that's not. I don't think the count is.
I'm kind of with you. I thought it was today.
I think it's today. Somebody should call us and tell us.
Call us.
All right.
Brad.
210. Oh, Brad?
Brad.
Okay. Is Brad a
Brad is a Christmas, a birder.
Okay.
Yeah.
210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Well, you bought a bunch of stuff, Calvin. What did you get to fill the yard with?
Well, I noticed that I went out there to examine the damage. I don't know what I was hoping. Maybe that the coyotes had repaired it themselves, but they hadn't. But the other thing I noticed that the cold weather we had did end the zinnia.
Did it? Mine are looking
as a
kind of
nectar source.
okay.
Mine are all completely brown and going to seed. So it was time for me to fill the cut flower garden with more snapdragons. And I also, Mark had brought this up yesterday, and it sounded like a good idea to me on those calendula. Gosh,
yeah.
Two colors that are pretty, really attractive. And then I noticed in my garden I have a couple of rows, and they really do show up. Like even yesterday in the fog, they do have that magic yellow and gold to warm up the garden.
Are the calendulas or?
And then I also got some pansies because they're wonderful. The violas and pansies are on sale and they're very attractive. And yesterday I got some more cyclamen. Oh
yeah, you bought the.
Yeah, but I didn't get any of the. Well, I did get the purple again. I was halfway tempted on some of the other colors that are here. And if you're looking for a hand-carried gift, that's reasonable. Now, when we talk about cyclamen in the garden, that's $6.99. It's pretty expensive. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking about carrying it into one of them into the house for a gift to your older relative, they are very inexpensive as in that role. Plus the colors are beautiful and they really prosper in the house. You put them, well, it's almost the same situation as the poinsettia in terms of for a long-term life, which incidentally is the topic of my column next Saturday.
Yeah, the Christmas and how to how to take care of those plants, Christmas plants.
Then there's another.
I meant to
Mark's
drive by.
column. Mark's got a column in the
Garden Style
Gardens.
SA.com.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, that's and
About
nothing's changed. So even though it may be dated, how long ago did you write it? That long ago?
I think the most recent update was 2018.
Okay, so it doesn't matter though. The information is still good.
Yeah.
We need to report.
A lot of authors that have contributed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting reading. So I would just encourage everyone to go to the articles and type in holiday plant care.
Okay.
And you see mine and some other of the expert writers, including Calvin was on there once.
Oh.
And then other staff employees that wrote articles.
And someone needs to call us at 210-308-8867. I meant to drive by. I'm pretty sure it's Alamo Heights United Methodist Church. Is that off Bassey? Does that sound right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
so on the other end of Bassey.
See if their poinsettia is still growing on the, I think it's on the west side.
Now, poinsettias are for sale.
They're half off too.
Here.
Right. I have been tasked to purchase some.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, don't wait too long, Mark.
No, I couldn't find my cards.
Of course, you got here early so that you could pick them up.
I was in the parking lot, and I meant to find them. I couldn't find my cards. I was
your cards?
Frantic about my debit card.
Oh, okay. Oh,
cards.
Well, I'm sure Milton would have lent you some money.
you don't know me very well, do you? Oh, you're a hoot, Calvin.
It's EB. No, it's ES Milton.
What?
ES Glueck, I guess is what it is. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, okay. Hey, go back to the calendula a second, because I know we've talked about a lot of the things that you've talked about just now, which like the pansies and the snapdragons and stuff. Have we talked much about the calendulas and kind of how?
Well, we bring them up every once in a while, but they're showing their real impact right now.
Okay.
At first, they weren't. They were kind of, almost pitiful. Well, they didn't like that hot weather. Now they really like this weather, and they're. Well, here at Milberger's in the displays, they kind of are glowing in the dark.
And what table are they on? Where should I look?
The glowing one.
The yellow and the gold right there, the third table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are pretty.
Yeah, and they last a long time too. They last about the same length as pansies do, longer than snaps and longer than stocks. And well, dianthus is even longer, but they're very attractive and they're showy and they bloom constantly. And the nectar, they're a good nectar plant. The pollinators like them.
Oh, good. Okay.
Butterflies.
So obviously full sun.
Yeah.
Okay. And
containers or in the row, and they're very disciplined too. I mean. They're not like a rocket snapdragon, They don't have a heavy top and fall over.
Oh,
they get the base foliage grows at the same time, but always the blooms are the showiest part and stay up above the foliage, even though the foliage is prospering in the sun and in the water.
Okay.
Very drought tolerant too, compared to the zinnias or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's always good for San Antonio.
That reminds me of that point I was trying to make on the zinnias.
Go for it.
Yeah. If you've hesitated or waited to replace your zinnias with snapdragons and stocks and pansies and calendulas, now is the time, because check out the zinnias. They're not prospering in this kind of weather. They like the hot weather we have, especially the last 6 weeks.
Did we have anybody besides trying to think if we had any listeners with zinnias too? we had Beth. She called. She had all the seeds, but you and I did, and mine came back, and yours came back. Didn't you have some?
No, next door neighbor had.
Oh, next door neighbor. Okay.
Yeah, and they had some. He had two generations.
Yeah,
and they are not doing well.
Oh yeah,
they're slowly going down. I was just thinking about all my pentas, and I have to change out flowers. So I was sitting here thinking of what am I going to change those out with?
Yeah, no, Milton and my pentas are still doing well. The only ones that are a problem that they are if they're in the sun where the leaves fell off the trees above them, then they're getting challenged a little bit. But most of them are looking good. They haven't been affected by the cooling of the weather at all. Are yours in that same state?
Yeah, the ones that they look good. They're doing well. They're the ones in the front of the house that get morning sun. But the ones on the side that got that fence, they're looking great and they're starting to bloom.
Now,
it's just weird.
It is a little difficult to figure out what you're going to replace them with.
Yeah.
I usually replace them with Primula.
Oh, yeah.
I can't find it.
But we seem to have a shortage of Primula.
Yeah, I've had several questions. It's not just our local nurseries.
It could be nationwide.
Oh,
well, some of the nurseries are a little ways away from San Antonio.
What about the violas?
But it's high demand. They're high demand, and they're so they don't they're not inclined to send shipments or truckloads here.
Would the violas make a good choice for that shady, sunny area?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, well, they might survive.
They could tolerate it. It's not an ideal location. They prefer sun.
I have some planted in the same site as at the pentas are in my driveway, and they get a few blooms, but certainly don't compare to the pentas.
Okay. Well, our phone number is 210-308-8867. We want to hear what's happening in your garden, too, or what you're getting and what are you kind of thrilled about. 210-308-8867. We have more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road, and we encourage you to come by and take advantage of that 75% off on those Christmas trees. And, and Frasers, and I think they still
Christmas
lots
trees.
of food. Lots of Frasers and the fresh cut, but also the a few I think still of the Nordmans and the Nobles.
I'm going to go check here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, back in a moment with more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We want to hear from you. Call us at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Let's see. Anything you talked about your plants? Oh, and I didn't. Okay, so other than the botanical garden, the zoo has great plants as well and stuff.
The zoo actually has wonderful descriptions, little tags.
Yeah.
I noticed that the last time I was there. I'm not going to put any sibling rivalry together, but I will have to say that the zoo had better IDs than the botanical garden.
Oh man, them's fighting words.
I know, but maybe they'll get them both going.
Is there any other place you can think of that if I want to go visit and just see plants and stuff, and maybe it's it doesn't have to be
now, Mark
San
has
Antonio.
got a lot of courage to do that because and it's a problem with me too because his CPA and my CPA are related to the former famous botanical.
I don't think it's personal.
But it's not personal. I'm a member of both.
Yeah.
a member in good standing with both.
But can you think,
I just found that kind of unusual.
is there anybody else that kind of does something that you know of that people may not have heard of?
Well,
People have heard of the zoo. They've heard of, kind of garden.
the Riverwalk had some at one time, but I think they gotten away from the practice because of vandalism and theft.
Oh, of what?
But they had some. Oh, the Alamo used to have some really nice.
That's a good one.
Nice plant ID on their individual plants.
And in fact, our garden volunteers several times to tackle those projects.
Yeah, that's true. There are some gardens. What about the, in fact, I remember, I think this was a project that either GVST or Master Gardeners did. Was there one at the tea garden?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a good place to go see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Several times, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're just a lot. You guys are right. There's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun to be a part of it without, not necessarily, having to do it or to pay for it, just to kind of go and enjoy.
That that longer part of the Riverwalk, they expanded. Not just the downtown part, but the part that goes.
Yeah.
The
museum, both the museum reaches
Yes.
and the mission reaches, particularly certain missions. Espada has a section, a garden, which has a lot of plants which are identified for the area.
They're not bad bird watching areas either, or butterfly watching areas. So lots of This is San Antonio is in addition to the plant diversity. We've also got, this is a great place if you're interested in butterflies and in birds.
Yep.
Birds.
And birding, and we need the bird count if they did the bird count today. So if you did that, 210-308-8867. Or when is the Christmas bird count?
And
I don't think it's on Christmas.
are the San Antonio Spurs in that same league as the birding and the butterflies?
Are you watching?
They are.
Are you watching a lot of them?
Oh gosh, yes.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting that they're back in competing for playoffs after 5 years without any success.
Well, let's talk a little bit. I was trying to think of plant topics again, and we were talking about citrus. I know citrus is one of the very popular items for Christmas giving. Milberger's has a lot. What are things to kind of keep in mind when you buy citrus, either for yourself or for someone else? By the way, it's on sale for 20% off.
Well, if you want less of a challenge, then you look at satsumas. Because they have more cold tolerance, and our favorite grapefruit, Bloom Sweet, is another one that has pretty good, and kumquats. Kumquats are pretty invincible. I don't know if we have kumquats here now.
I do not think so.
Okay.
I do not know, but I do not think so.
Okay.
It's a little harder to find in San Antonio.
Yeah.
But you're right; they are great.
Lemons and limes are beautiful, fragrant, bloom, wonderful fruit, but they also require you to be ready to protect them from the cold constantly, and they are a challenge. So it's better if you have a greenhouse. It's better a lot of times it's better if you plant them in large containers that you can move or put a tent protection over with a heat source. Now it's been like 6 weeks since we wrote the article on the winter protection, but we'll have to. I'm sure we'll be threatened again with cold weather, so we'll have to keep reminding everybody.
Of curiosity, okay, so you have a greenhouse, right?
Not yet, but I just ordered one.
Oh, okay. Is it what I think of traditionally as a greenhouse, in that it's a freestanding, 4 walls, clear roof, yada, yada, yada?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you need a heat source and a ventilation source.
Right, to control the temperature.
And also to control the heat up.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So that's a problem in San Antonio. There is a heat issue, but the real problem is you can go from 32 to 72 in a matter of hours or a day. So you have to have some method to ventilate them and make sure that that they don't heat up to 120 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not sure how practical it is to utilize greenhouse growing in the summertime here. I don't do it. It's too hard to keep it cool. But you if you have the right kind of greenhouse, you have good ventilation. But if in the wintertime, all those plants we talked about, the lemons, the limes, our porterweed, bougainvillea,
plumeria.
Yeah, the plumeria would be. Okay, so I'm just curious, what are different options? So there's the one you bought, and I don't know how much they cost, but I'm guessing that's kind of the most expensive.
You get a kit and put it together yourself, or you can get there's local manufacturers. In fact, the folks that built the Milberger's greenhouses here are here in the San Antonio area, and they're good.
Okay, so
they're a good source. They'll build it for you.
I think Milberger's has some of the kits. Now that you brought up the kits part,
I hear IKEA has one.
and
it's supposed to be real easy to build.
Yeah. And then you can even get, there's Yoder built that they're in Alvin, Texas, or in Arkansas, and they'll ship them completely built with really fancy, nice wood and everything.
Wow.
So that's an option, or you can, in terms of protecting. If you don't have a greenhouse, then you have to kind of move them in and out of a protected area, or you just use that tent, that structure, or the cloth, and then with the mechanics lights. Of course, we keep reminding everybody, don't get LED lights. We want the heat
LED
lights. Like, amazed me, we had one gardener that called us up and told us that he still had his heat-producing Christmas lights. That's what we used to recommend, because the Christmas lights, you just plug them in, and then the heat can be spread all
aesthetically
through.
pleasing as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, it would be. So, and there was the place that he suggested that sells the incandescent. I'll look online. I think you can buy them on Amazon too. But
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. He can. I think that was Chalmette Burt that called and was telling us about that. So hopefully he'll call again today at 210-308-8867. Can you do little smaller? Because I think I see them. Like maybe you're not covering everything, but you're covering. It's
plastic.
Well.
I mean, plastic rolls, or
it still looks like a greenhouse, but it's much smaller. Or maybe maybe it's a lean-to type thing that's attached to the.
There are some out there about the size of a shed. You see those
the big
sheds.
ones. Okay,
they're about that size.
Or those tents, but once the temperatures get below about 24 degrees,
no, they don't do.
It doesn't do you much good just to cover part of the plant. But, if it's just a couple of degrees below freezing, that sometimes will work.
Okay.
And if it's a plant that's generally pretty tough, things like snapdragons come to mind. And now pansies we never cover. They seem to survive. Calandulas seem to survive. But, yeah.
I was just curious because it would be, and that's maybe another thing, too. Like, can you get little guys that would do seed starter kits? I guess you get the seed starter kits to do, like, if you wanted to start. You got some zinnia seeds here at Milberger's, and you wanted to start them in little pots. Don't they make the little kits? I guess.
Yes, you have to have a warming mat underneath to keep them warm.
Okay, I'll check out that online.
So that's another thing. If you want to start by seeds, yes, it's fun and profitable, but there are.
Is it really profitable?
I just like to throw
Oh,
it in.
okay, wow.
It's a late night TV watching that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
For fun and profit.
Oh, okay.
But you have to have a warming mat, and you have a misting, the appropriate misting apparatus.
No.
So
I think it's just better to get transplants.
Expensive and extensive.
Okay, so for serious gardeners only?
Yeah.
Well, you actually, in our climate, if you have an area where you have them on platforms and everything, and then when you watch the weather, and when there is a threatening situation, something even zinnias, you could put the cloth over it quickly and protect it. But of course, zinnias they're inclined to germinate. Come March, they want to germinate. Now, occasionally they get caught up in the weather being too cool for them to prosper. So then you just reseed, and they'll be up. They'll take advantage of the weather when it's right.
Okay, and I don't know. It just seems like fun. And I'm heartbroken about my mountain laurels from seed is still doing well. My poinciana I neglected, and it just dried up, and it's no longer doing well.
Oh.
So I'll have to try again. And this is apparently, I think, the wrong season to start things from seeds like that.
Well, not if you have it in a greenhouse.
Oh, what are you doing? I don't know what Mark is doing.
I'm not
Mine
sure.
with the spider.
Oh, I thought Mark lost.
What is
Mark for a second.
You brought that topic up. What is the
the article?
What is the subtropical plant that has a name that starts with S that we generally grow?
Subtropical.
Starts with S. We generally grow.
You mentioned poinciana. Then there's firebush. Then there's
Esperanza,
lantana,
but that's not
Esperanza. But they were generally growing. A lot of times they're growing next to Esperanza.
Oh, shit.
The Pride of Barbados, and what's my special three? Pride of Barbados.
No.
Pride of Barbados, that's the same as the
Firebush.
poinciana, is it?
Yeah.
Was this on Peterson's picks?
Yes.
No. I usually say every landscape in San
Salvia?
Antonio should have the Esperanza, Pride of Barbados, Firebush,
And
Ceniza. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, Ceniza is a good one, but it's not subtropical.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay. I bet it'll come to you if we take a break.
Yeah, I could do that.
And,
It's not Turner.
that's one of those that's generally not listed in, like Neil Sperry's book. He doesn't list it.
Well, that's just wrong.
No. It'll come to you in a minute. All right, 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. You mentioned IKEA. A serious thing about IKEA that you may not know is the Prime Minister of Sweden is the president of IKEA. He was elected 2 years ago, and he's still putting together his cabinet.
Yes.
Back in a moment with more of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas.
There's a rib slapper.
In just a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Our phone number is 210-308-8867. Or if it's a pretty day, hop in the car, come on over to Milberger's and save 75% on Christmas trees. If you were kind of going back and forth, we're running out of time there. But you can come get a Christmas tree, a fresh cut tree here at Milberger's, or they're the only ones that are on sale at 75% off. But you can get a living Christmas tree as well, and we've talked about that before, some of the great selection that they have here.
Well, and last I checked, there was Aleppo pine and Italian stone pine.
And Arizona cypress.
Arizona cypress, yeah. And we don't know if we have deodora.
No, every time I end the show, I forget to ask. So I'm writing it down right now.
Okay.
As far as cut trees, we have selections from about 6 to 10 feet tall. So we have smaller ones, and they're as tall as me. In other words.
Okay.
And then there's one noble fir left.
Okay.
So come on down, give that home.
Yeah.
To that one noble fir.
Yep.
We have noble firs. We have that one, and we have Fraser, and we have Nordman.
Oh, good. Okay, 75% off, and they look great. They really do. The
pile the kids in the car. Make a trip down.
And by the way, Milbergers will help you get it in the car, whatever your vehicle you were driving.
And if they want to be stimulated and excited by color, they'll walk by these 12 tables of cyclamen there. All these colors are spectacular. And then another 12 tables of pansies. Gosh. And then we've talked about our the golden and the yellow, and then there's some of our. What is our favorite petunia over there, Milton?
The wave.
Wave, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a small amount of wave, but they're really impressive.
Yeah, the ones I have, and I put it in I think either you said it or Mark said it or both of you said it. I did the waves that I got, and I put them in a hanging basket, and they're wonderful.
What colors did
they were white? I think they were white with the purple center.
Yeah, no, they've got.
Is that called a center or an eye?
It's called a throat.
Throat, okay.
That intense red too. They have. Kind
of
a metal red. Yeah.
Oh, y'all will be happy since you laughed at me for doing it.
Again, when is this occasion? We laughed.
No, this was further back than the mountain laurel. This was growing the jicama, planting the jicama sprouts.
Excuse you.
It was doing so well in vining, and then I just kind of forgot about it for a week or so, and the cold and the drought did not do well so I'll have to do it again. It was nice. I feel bad.
Yesterday we talked a lot about the vegetable garden, but one of the things, didn't we mention the gardeners are reporting cabbage being consumed by some.
Yeah, you said that you were getting some reports.
We didn't. Most of us don't have rabbits in San Antonio. That would be the first choice.
So they're not thinking it's slippers. They're thinking about something else that's actually consuming all this cabbage. And it's not deer. Deer are known to like cabbage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Now, of course, in my yard it's not deer because it's fenced, and most of those that we've gotten reports are fenced too. And so.
I wonder if maybe a little skunks.
Oh, skunks or possums? Would they get into the cabbage?
Well, I don't know. Now, I would be more likely to think squirrels, but that's unusual for squirrels too. But certainly unusual for skunks and opossums, and raccoons don't seem to be.
Their teeth structure is not.
Which ones?
On the skunks and squirrels.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not squirrels. Skunks and raccoons and possums.
Okay.
So the squirrels would be more likely to chew it.
Now, in my garden, they picked one favorite plant, and that's the one that consumed. The rest look really good, and they haven't messed with it.
That's good.
That's strange.
Strange but good.
Yeah. But when I think of squirrels, I think of them as generally will taste everything,
It does say skunks will eat cabbage.
Oh, okay.
According to Google.
What does?
Skunks.
Skunks do eat it?
Yeah. Oh. It says, I don't know if they eat it on the vine, but they're...
Seems like, though, I could smell the skunk if it was the one.
Oh, okay.
But...
Well, I guess on their back teeth. They have some grinding back teeth.
Well, with the winds, though, and the little bit of drizzle we had and everything, maybe it would be difficult to detect the smell. And at my age, with my lack of ability to detect fragrances or see or hear.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you should definitely get that wolf urine. Because that was the only complaint, was the smell. So maybe you're not going to smell it.
Oh, that's true, too. But what...
all right, cabbage worms?
I can see if I had company.
That's the loopers.
That's the loopers?
Yeah.
Diamondback moth larvae?
What is it?
I'm just looking at Google. What eats cabbage in San Antonio?
Cabbage. It's mostly insects.
Common pests. Loopers, cabbage worms, larvae, cutworms. Yeah, that's all.
These are all can be controlled by the BT or the spinosad.
Which are organic.
Yeah.
But most of the damage reported was like
Full.
big bites. Yeah.
big full bites.
Yeah, well, like a deer.
Oh, okay.
Have we discussed your dogs going out there, sneaking out, taking full bites off the cabbage?
Yeah, I just can't imagine.
No, I can't imagine either. I'm just throwing it out there.
Of course, because they would have a free hand. Now, my dogs would go out in the garden. They're more interested in the smells from the coyotes. And, And though, another thing. Even in my yard, I had a deer. The gate got left open for somebody who's a worker who's a clicker. That might explain too. You'd have
maybe something got in or deer would have gotten in,
and then just concentrated on the one that chewed it apart. But it seems like I would have seen some footprints in there, and some of the others that have reported.
The game's afoot, Watson.
Calvin really just has pestilence. I mean, he just they're really bugging him.
That's what happens when you try to have both a domesticated gardening area and a wildlife refuge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you want to attract the birds. Now, we did have another on that same topic. We had at least one gardener that's been following our discussion on purple martins, and he doesn't think that cause that. He says it's common. It's been common in the San Antonio area, including his area. He's got like 41 pairs now that are. Last year he had, but he had a couple years when there were no breeding purple martins. But he says he doesn't. He's got a lot of big trees, and he says that has not been a factor, and they're back. And so he thinks that it's the predators that are my Cooper's hawks. And, because there's a lot of action, and then the other the grackles and the mostly the starlings and English sparrows, not grackles, but the starlings and English sparrows that maybe have driven them away. Could be timing, timing, and when if I wait too long to put the houses up, and then the new young martins are looking for a place to go, and there's plenty of open houses around. They may just pass mine up. So that's kind of an interesting discussion too, and one that'll really be soon. Let's see, what is it? It's December.
I was going to say,
March.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
It's December, and February is only 2 months away.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Martins?
Yeah, we usually start thinking about them in January and March and February.
Yeah, you get real nervous if you don't have any by March, 1st of March.
All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. And I was...
Did you ever plant your wildflowers, Milton?
No.
What?
I know.
Now, we start talking about wildflowers on November 1st.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Did you plant? Bill Calvin planted his.
What's today's date?
I can't remember.
It's 12/21.
Yeah. I just kept putting it off. I kept trying to find just the perfect place, and then I would just get discouraged and not do it.
However,
yes,
it's not too late. And they make great the wildflower seeds that we have off the racks here.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go online and get some. But just saying from personal experience, getting the wildflowers off the racks here and putting them in stocking stuffers is a wonderful idea.
That is a wonderful idea.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And put a little note on there. Plant them now.
Plant them immediately, yeah.
Okay.
And you don't have to, so many folks delay that because they make a bigger deal out of it. You just open that seed pack after you designate where you want them, and then just spread them out.
Okay.
On the surface, as long as they can make contact with the soil, they're going to be successful.
Okay. I'll stop trying to be a perfectionist on my wildflower seeds and because I have the packets. So I need to put them down. I enjoyed the meadow when I had them little wildflower meadow.
You and I think our yards got kind of overwhelmed by the wildflowers.
Yeah. The bee balm, boy, you couldn't kill the bee balm. Uh-oh, what you looking at? Looking at the butterflies on the, is that garlic? What is the...
yeah, that was decided garlic, but they're also over there on the tropical milkweed.
Yeah.
They're hanging out. As well as some bees here.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of pollinators. Enjoy.
And the sun is out. It's perfect for them.
We can kind of talk about it after the break if we want, but that is, we talk about the winter annuals. Now, you talked about Thrialis, but what perennials are blooming now, if you wanted to do stuff. And so maybe we can talk about that when we come back from the break. But 210-308-8867, the number
Roses.
to call. Okay. Oh, are your roses blooming?
Oh, yeah. My tough modern roses and old-fashioned are.
Or you're not? Do you have knockouts? Is that what in the same category?
No, actually, I no longer have knockouts.
Okay, so the knockouts are not blooming? Or
Grandma's Yellow.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
Belinda's Dream.
Easy living. Or living easy.
Carefree Beauty.
Carefree Beauty, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Mrs. Dudley Cross.
Okay. Wonder why the knockouts aren't blooming. Aren't they sort of in that category or no?
Well, my knockouts got kind of overwhelmed by the Mexican olive.
Oh.
And they did not win the competition.
Okay.
So I've got a very large Mexican olive and no, the rose is gone.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think our Belinda's Dream probably I got a thing of rose food. Maybe I need to kind of do a little more feeding and because, I mean, it's funny. It doesn't take very much for the roses just to perk up.
Oh, gosh,
If we get a little bit of rain and the right temperatures, they are happy.
Especially those tough modern roses.
Tough moderns, especially.
Or the old-fashioned,
Yeah, and that'd be a good one to talk about, too, of what to pick. But, yeah, I'm looking out in front of us at the perennials, and we can talk about some of the ones. And the garlic was the one I saw that was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I looked over at some of the others that are blooming.
Lantanas.
Yeah, so we'll talk about those, too. All right, we'll take a quick break, but 210-308-8867. What do you see?
There's one of the tough modern roses over there.
Oh, where? Oh, she got one?
She's got one, yeah. Pink. Looks like the Belinda's Dream or... oh, gosh, there's a number of pink ones. It's got a relatively small flower.
All right, we'll take a quick break and come back in just a moment. Don't forget, Millburgers has those $75% off Christmas trees, the fresh-cut trees.
Don't forget that noble fir.
That needs a home. Yes, the noble needs a home. Come give it a home. Come wave at us as you do. Back with more of Millburgers Gardening South Texas here at Millburgers Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson here at Milberger's talking gardening. If you want to be a part of the show or you want to do some bragging on what you got going on in your gardening world, you call us at 210-308-8867 or come by Milberger's at 1604 and Bulverde Road, and you can just ask your question in person. 210-308-8867, again the number, or 1604 and Bulverde Road. All right, do you want to kind of talk about the perennials real quick, or you want to wait for Mark to get back? I was just looking over stuff in front of us. We talked about the annuals that are pretty, but the lantana, you mentioned that's blooming, the purple especially.
Now you would compare these the perennial performance to the thing about perennials is that you'll have them year after year.
Yeah, no, I know. So there's drawbacks too. They're not as bright and bold as your calendula, or petunias, but
dianthus.
Yeah. So onions, lantana, your milkweed is blooming.
The
tropical milkweed,
and some gardeners may say, why do we have tropical milkweed blooming now? And we do have some monarchs here that are taking advantage of it. It's also a favorite nectar source of almost every butterfly, and if you still got hummingbirds, you probably have hummingbirds using it too if you haven't cut it back. One of the big debates on the tropical milkweed is, should we cut it back on October 1st so that we don't want that foliage there to encourage the monarchs to stay and lay eggs. Instead, we want them to get filled with nectar from the other plants, the lantana and pentas and zinnias and the mist flowers, and then move on down south to the wintering grounds. But there's still a lot of debate about that, and if you want to get in the middle of that debate, learn about it, it's a great several of the books we recommended for the gardeners for Christmas cover the topic. Monica Meckel's book, both of them cover that discussion.
She has two books, Plants with Purpose, but the one we're specifically talking about right now is the monarch butterfly migration.
And if you go on with the rest of the title on the front, it talks about the controversy. Yeah.
So the little subtitle is talking or implying about all the controversy involved.
Yeah. And in her book, she covers the debate between some really pretty savage discussions between some of the researchers. Lots of room for new research, or more research on the monarch, and one of the reasons to encourage that research or take part in it is that the monarch population is declining, and now it's erratic, goes up and down, but generally I think it's safe to say that the population at least is 60 or 70% less than it's been at its peak. So if you love the monarchs, that's kind of frightening. Or the other thing is, even if it's not frightening, it is, you want to understand why the population is declining. Is there something we can do? And that's one of the things we're doing and Milbergers and all of our partners in the butterfly and milkweed program. Mm-hmm. And in fact, we'll be talking about that more. And we got a schedule going on we got classes scheduled in New Braunfels and Floresville. And of course here at Milbergers, that'll be one of the first ones. And then at the Education Resource Center over at Medical Center will be one. And then we're also negotiating on for some young people in the help me on that that city.
Chavano Park.
Chavano Park, yeah, they've got a big event in April, and part of that event we expect will include covering the fifth graders will be learning about the monarchs and how to improve the monarch situation by encouraging the growth of native milkweeds in our landscapes. We got 6 or 7 different native milkweeds that we've worked on in our last 3 or 4 years. We've distributed germinated plants to about 900 folks, and then we're gonna. I think one of the things we're gonna try this starting in the spring will not only have germinated plants, but I think we'll make for gardeners that want to try growing the seeds themselves. We will have seeds available, but we'll probably stratify the seeds. I'm trying to figure out how, and the master gardeners, we're trying to figure out how we stratify the seeds and then get them distributed and get them planted in time for the stratification not to be wasted.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's one of the topics, or number of the topics. And if you go back through the articles in the Express News, or we've written a lot about them, about the research, the effort we've made, and what we've learned, which milkweeds are toughest to get to grow. Getting them to germinate is not as much of a problem as transplanting them. It's very difficult. We're talking about a 10% success rate.
Oh, wow.
And that's another complication for the tropical milkweed, because it is the one that's easiest to germinate.
All around. It's
and
the
easiest to transplant. And it reseeds itself in the first year. That's amazing, and it's an amazing plant.
You say to yourself, let's see, it reseeds itself. It's the easiest to transplant, longest flowers.
And then some of our native plant advocates and researchers will say it is also the host of OD, which is a parasite, and encourages it blooms rather than drop all its leaves like the natives do. It keeps the leaves and encourages the monarch butterflies.
Why would
lay eggs.
nature do that? I don't know.
One of the questions I find interesting too is it is native in the Caribbean and
this
Mexico.
particular milkweed, what we call tropical milkweed.
Yeah, why is it? Why are we so tough on it here? And why isn't it a threat in the other places where it's a native? So there's a lot of more questions to answer.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I'm getting to. It's just,
okay.
It provides more questions than answers. But going back to perennials, your original question.
Yeah.
So it is, and Calvin kind of answered that while I was walking up. They are perennials, and so this is kind of the downtime for flowering. In fact, we are probably going to cut them back later on. In late February, March. But we have some flowers. We have some lantanas still blooming. A few blooms, which the butterflies are using. The Greg Salvia, we don't often talk about it because it's the Chevy of the plant world. It's just kind of pedestrian, just kind of hanging out, just doing its thing. Tough, durable, kind of plain. Okay. But it's still blooming right now. Yep. I can see it right over there. Otherwise known as the fall salvia.
And it likes this weather too.
It likes this weather a lot. So it'll continue blooming right up until maybe January. And then it'll go through a period where it defoliates.
A lot of different colors.
And it's one of the ones that I have in the garden that kind of does well, and then all of a sudden, or just does okay, and then all of a sudden you get a big rain, and it's like, woohoo, let's go.
So, a lot of the native salvias will do that on occasion. Just go dormant, and then with the rain, pop up. If there's any kind of sun and warmth, it'll pop up.
Is Salvia greggii a native?
Salvia greggii is a native, yes.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting week. You mentioned that. Like this afternoon, the high is 74. Is that warming up?
Yeah, it's warm enough.
Okay. This evening...
It's probably warm enough right now. So.
Low around 55. Tomorrow, 74. And calm, what is that? Let's see. I think we're back to Monday night. I'm trying to see 65 for the 79 on Tuesday.
If you wanted to find perennials that do flower during this period of time, you go to the native areas. Mm-hmm. So go to Freeport Park, go to Medina River native area, and just walk around and see what is flowering at that point in time. And then you can use your little what is the name of the one on the phone that you can iNature?
Oh, is that it? Okay,
something like that. And then we were given another one yesterday. James was given an eye for the Merlin.
Merlin, that's right.
Yeah.
Another
birds one
that'll start blooming soon. It's not too far.
Excuse me.
Oh gosh, the one that has that blooms. We give it as a gift at Christmas.
Yeah. I know where you're going, but I'm letting you hang out there a little bit. So paperwhites are our favorite.
Yeah.
We usually consider them one of our 12 months of color. That's usually in January. We use that. That and loquat.
That one is pretty tolerant of almost all conditions too. A bloom every year can take the cold and has a fragrance. I'm not saying whether it's a good fragrance or not. Outside, it's not.
Apparently, it's a strong fragrance.
Yes.
In the house,
not so much.
Yeah. Now you buy a wonderful cyclamen for those folks you really like. You buy paperwhites for those folks that I want to rile them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Force the paperwhites, but they are very attractive.
Yes.
And that's another thing, like the living Christmas trees. You take advantage of them in the house during the holidays, and then you plant them outside, and they'll be there forever.
Yeah, you said you still have some of yours that you've planted?
Oh, yeah.
And Karen said the same thing. Mm-hmm. How long ago do you think your oldest one is?
Which
your oldest living Christmas tree?
Oh, man, 15 years.
Wow, okay.
Now, I was trying to think of the variety. I had the editor of the San Antonio Men's Garden Club newsletter.
Uh-huh.
He really liked the article we put out on the living Christmas trees, and he talked about they had one in his neighborhood that but it was one of those that I kind of looked on as an exotic that I didn't think would survive, but he says it survived. Unfortunately, it grew so large that the owner of it, the neighbors loved it, but the owner thought it was kind of out of place, so she had it cut down. But she said
it wasn't in Norfolk, was it?
No,
no,
it wasn't. Yeah, it was one that is quite used to be really common for a Christmas tree here.
Was
not
it
an
Scotch?
Afghan.
Not a Scotch?
Nope.
A Scots, I mean. Forgive me.
Okay.
We're always taught to say Scots.
Oh, okay.
Because Scotch is for drinking.
Oh.
So
We'll have to.
Scots pine.
It's Larry is his name. Maybe Larry will, if somebody will call
Virginia
and remind
pine.
me.
Virginia? They used to do some pine. Virginia pines for Christmas
Well,
trees.
this was, I think, either a spruce or a
No.
cedar.
I'm Googling.
Google.
I'm Googling. Googling living Christmas trees.
Oh, actually, well, I did.
Hey, look at this. When I Google, you come up second. My San Antonio Calvin Finch living Christmas trees.
Oh.
Maybe it's because I've done it before, but living Christmas trees. What else was I looking for? But
No, I was looking for a different pine, but maybe a spruce.
okay, all right.
I will when we get out next break. We go
Okay.
and I'll look on my phone to see if
Anyway,
I have the message.
What a lot of people would come down and they'd want pine trees, and so they'd try to plant northern species. Paul would used to say they suffered from something in envy.
Think
about
no,
it. So, yeah.
I understand.
Well, like the loblollies, a lot of folks have plant the loblollies, and they last about, in my neighborhood, about 3 to 5 years, and then they're done for. And of course, the Elderica pine or Afghan pine, now that lasted for longer than that, and it's very attractive. But then I guess it was,
a fly.
got attacked by a fungus.
There's a fly that's just bugging.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to send it over to there to bug you.
To bug me? I don't
Or
know.
where's your spider? Maybe your spider
that's
could
what
catch
I'm
it.
doing. I don't think you finished this web.
All right. Well, should we give you a break so you can figure out what
All right,
pine
so
that is?
we're getting out of control here. Let's go for a break.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. There's a fly. And come back with more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas. Our phone number, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More coming up on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Before we get to Chalmette, Bert, you remembered the tree that you were talking about?
Oh, you're asking about the tree?
Yeah, you remembered.
yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that
It was
people who were waiting to hear.
Douglas fir.
Yeah.
And that was a living Christmas tree that another neighborhood had planted, and it was prospering.
All right, Chalmette Bert's on the line. Got a couple questions and some comments for us at 210-308-8867. Hey there, Bert. Merry Christmas. How you doing today?
Navidad. I'm doing well. I was already out in the AM in shorts, flip-flops, and a T-shirt. The sun was shining, so I had to go outside and pray.
Yeah, good for you.
But yeah, I sent you something, Milton, today. It's called 10 citrus trees that survive freezing. I was looking at it and redo it. I did it twice last night. It's from Garden Logic on YouTube. I didn't know that was possible. I knew how they did it with the sprinklers in Florida for the freeze to coat them. But these are 10 citrus trees that actually survive and do well beyond, I think they set up to zone 8 and 7.
Oh, cool. I'll copy it for the guys and send it over to them. I got it. I've got it.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Calvin's article today. You said how many? What zones? Zone 7 to 9? 9 to 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think one of them's a hybrid. It's got like a tangerine, orange, and a kumquat combined. And I was like, okay, I want to find this one and try it. I figured just the taste has got to be very interesting.
Well, that's a great statement. Well, let's just refresh everybody's memory on the USDA zones. We are currently, San Antonio's currently an 8B and a 9A. We're a combination. Now, we used to be 8B or 8A and 7B. We've gotten warmer over the past 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
So when we're looking for plants, we need to stay around the 8 to 9 level.
Right, that okay. And Calvin, you were saying about you're waiting on an order for a hothouse. That's what I called them. That's how I grew up. They were called hothouses because when you went in the wintertime, they were hot.
Yeah.
And yes, and I found
that's kind of what I use it for, rather than for, they always talk about, well, you can garden 12 months of the year, but man, if you can garden when it's 100 degrees out with the sun shining in San Antonio, you could have a barbecue in there than that greenhouse.
Well, the thing I'm going to do when I get this square raised bed in is I'm going to build a cold frame with some to put on top of it to extend some of the growing life. This will be temporary, just so I can remove it back and forth, because the raised bed is square. It's like 4 by 2 by 2, and so I figured if I got some old from a salvage yard for construction materials or older whatever when they dismantle houses, I'll just find some windows from there and build something like that to go on top of it to either extend or keep them going all winter long as well.
Hey, Bert, do you want to describe what a cold frame is? Milton's looking a little confused.
I am looking.
Basically, what I've learned is there was a raised bed garden on the ground, like a 2 by 12, not 12 inches wide by 2 inches thick, and then you made a frame around, and then you put at an angle. I guess it's 45-degree angle is mostly what I remember correctly, and then you just had the old windows, and you just hinge them at the top and then raise them up. That's all you did, hinge them at the top, make them fit the frame, and the sunlight going through heats up the ground and that keeps it warm. And then I throw a layer of straw down to help insulate it as well. And then you just raise them and lower them. Just put a little stick, a notch stick, or so you can, either a folding table leg too. Or you could screw that onto to the middle of the window and just open it up.
So I'm using my hand to show Milton that usually either you're going to do a lean-to or you're going to do a little 45 ridge on the top.
Okay.
On either side of the cold frame.
It can be
that's what
a tent.
That's what I do.
Structure.
But
we built a frame so it would have strength to it.
Yeah, back in the early 20th century, even before my time.
Oh my goodness.
They would get fancy and use glass.
Okay.
That's what I looked at that like if I was looking at Jefferson and Washington's agricultural backgrounds, and I didn't know this, but they had these little glass bells that they used to take and put over each plant. I'm sure that would be quite expensive. It was probably quite expensive back then in Washington and Jefferson's time to have those glass bells. But I think that's where it initially came from.
Very cool.
And the other thing, all the wasps are dead except for the queens. The queens of each nest have kind of banded together. Because I was wondering, they all left, and then there's just like this brand new little wasp. And then I looked it up for the European paper wasp, and it said, yes, all the workers after the second cold, like it got down to very, very cold here. And after the second one, they were all gone. And looked it up and said they go off and die. It's like prescribed in their DNA or whatever. And they leave one queen, and she just survives. Each nest leaves one queen, and they survive. So while they do that, I'm going to find what nest they're on, and I'm going to move them to the backyard because they're non-aggressive, the European paper wasp, and they are predatory.
Yes.
So
they seem to have enjoyed monarch caterpillars.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And that's why I think I'm going to try to see if plant something that attracts the queen. I think it's called the Queen Anne. It looks like a little monarch, a little baby monarch, but it's got
Queen.
like white dots on the edges of its wings.
Yeah.
Just queen?
Now, of course, those paper wasps that we're talking about are just as likely to eat the aphids too.
Yes, I
Whatever-
know.
whatever is convenient.
I was just for everyone listening out there. They know the story of the wasps and the monarch caterpillars.
Lulu.
Well, I
and
gotta
Miles.
But yes,
I'm just
they are
gonna
predatory. That's the main thing. Is they do lots of good. They'll eat the moths, caterpillar, as well as the aphids and stink bugs.
Look at your
Amaryllis.
amaryllis.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about the greenhouse inserts. That's what they call them online. Does it have a little small? Are they worth their weight in money? It's a small window, but
I don't know.
okay.
I think so. If you get a good one and you take care of it. Let's see, I got mine at Milberger's 20 years ago, and it lasted very effectively for 15, and then I spent the last 5 years fighting with the wind and trying to keep it repaired constantly, and then finally I decided I needed a new one because that plastic clear material was falling apart, and plus if I'm trying to experiment with keep my lemons and limes alive and to support tropical hibiscus and also our porterweed. Yeah, you need something like a greenhouse.
Well, that's also what I told y'all. There's the tarps that I got that are reinforced with fiber, and so I got a little patio. And as I'm looking at it right now, from about 10 a.m. till about right before it gets dark, it gets some pretty good light. So it's a patio. It's 13 by 10. So I'm going to put those clear tarps up all around it, and leave a little place, a door where I can get in and out and see and take the temperature, how it works, because the sun comes in pretty good. And I could put the plants out there if the temperature's right, if it doesn't fall. It's not going to be insulated, but it'll be protected from the wind and the basic cold.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you have some opportunity to cool it down too. Even in the wintertime here in San Antonio, you can go from 25 degrees in there in a greenhouse to 82 degrees pretty quickly.
That's what I was going to buy, a dowel, like a closet dowel, from one of the big store things, and screw them into the grommets at the bottom, and then they either roll them up for like stuff like that, or put some eyelets on each end. And if it gets too hot in there, just pull them out like it's a lean-to to let the air in from the sides and such.
Well, we'll have to, Bert will have to keep track of our 2 new greenhouses and how they work this winter.
All righty.
I'll let you know. Like I said, this is just a new experiment for me. Like I said, I look at it like Mark Twain said, life is a work in progress. And,
Very cool.
If you don't do it, just give it attempt it. Do your best at what you got and just see, sometimes the do-it-yourself things are satisfying.
Good
Sounds
philosophy.
good.
Thanks, Bert. You take care. Merry Christmas.
Can I tell you one
Happy
thing quick
holidays.
about the coyotes? About the coyotes, if anybody got the land and stuff, buy you a burro or a wild ass, because I've seen videos where they just go kill them all.
Oh,
Got what?
yeah. You need a donkey.
Donkey, yeah.
A donkey?
Well, they said
Yeah.
the smaller ones are meaner. The burros are meaner than the donkeys, but a donkey will do it too.
Okay.
Now
How will the West Island?
the donkey will eat your cabbage and your
Oh.
greens, your vegetable greens too.
But you're not
Tomatoes.
worried about that, right? One thing at a time. Will the donkey eat your irrigation system?
They're pretty independent. They may do. Who knows what they'll do?
All right. Well, thank you, Bert. You take care.
Hey, Feliz Navidad.
You betcha. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
All right. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. The number to call to be a part of the show. There was something you mentioned, the zones and the citrus, and that made me. I thought you were going someplace else, so I will ask about that. Can you, was there something about citrus that it had to be actually grown in the state that it was sold in? So
citrus greening is a very serious disease.
Yeah.
And there are prohibitions against, you can't have citrus coming out of Florida or any other state that has a quarantine. Now, we have, I believe, parts of Texas that are under quarantine, where they can sell that within the quarantine area and move it around, but they can't move it out of the quarantine. So Florida is doing everything they can to prevent. I'm sorry, I misled you. Prevent the greening from getting into Florida. So Louisiana and Texas are under certain quarantine areas where they can't move any kind of citrus product, plant, or any kind of product into into Florida.
All right, but can we take citrus so can grower or
yeah? So the other way around, if it's deemed clean, they can bring citrus out of Florida.
Okay. All right, then I didn't have it quite right. I didn't have it quite right. I didn't know how many.
But I was also I misspoke and twisted it around. So.
Oh man, don't do that.
So no, they don't want any kind of infected plant going into Florida. So parts of Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, along the Gulf Coast, you can't have any product going out of those areas. So I think we are within the quarantine zone. So we couldn't grow anything out of our area and send it out.
Okay. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Hey, Jimmy, hang on the line. We're going to take a quick break because we want to give you as much time as we can. So we're going to come back to you first in just a moment. 210-308-8867. Jimmy's after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Jimmy's on the line. I want to get to you. You've been very patient, Jimmy, but I think you're going to try to help us out with some repellent type answers. Welcome to the show.
No, sir. Not answers, questions.
Oh, questions. Okay, good.
I could give my fluff like anybody else, but I wanted to ask about what, with regards to repellent, you have feral cats that are populating the front porch with their whiz, and I'd like to do something about them, but we also have raccoons and possums that come around, and was wondering if the application of citrus peels and the like would have any effect on those feral animals, the raccoon and the possum.
Okay. Calvin, thoughts?
So what is the issue now? You're asking about?
He's got feral cats, he's got possums, he's got raccoons, and he wants to know if, like, citrus peelings would help with those. I had good experience with the cats. I don't know about anything else. But you may have a different suggestion on what to do.
No, raccoons, and what was the other?
Possums.
Possums, yeah. Now, the raccoons are relatively easy to catch in live traps, and
I quit trying after I've caught like 24.
Mm.
Yeah, lots and lots. I had chickens, and so that was the major draw. It was like a hub in a huge area. It came to the chickens. So now the chickens are gone, but we still have the repeat possums and raccoons, and I'm not interested in catching them anymore. I just didn't want to run them off. There's no reason for me to bother with them other than
I would guess that I've never heard about the citrus scaring off a possum or raccoons. In fact, the raccoons have attacked fruit on the trees. Now Milton though reports success with those feral cats.
With the feral cats and the citrus, yeah.
Now on the possums, I've had quite a few in my yard, but in the midst of the coyote epidemic, they have kind of disappeared. I don't know if they've been caught by the coyotes or they've just been skillful in staying out of sight.
Well, for the most part, we've been lucky.
Seen.
We've been lucky for the most part not to have coyotes come up in our area. We're on the green belt.
Yeah.
But we do have fox. I saw a fox in my cul-de-sac. I saw it go across the street. So it has a habitat of cats and you name it there for it.
And the cats.
I'm pretty.
Well, even we had a little bit of debate, my neighbors and I, about the coyotes and how are they getting in the yard. But the coyotes are almost as skillful as the fox on climbing and jumping and finding ways, squeezing through things. It's just amazing. But
missing the point of what that wildlife does. For example, the puma, mountain lion, can jump over a school bus. Long ways. Long ways. So they have a lot of power in them, whatever those little creatures are. And I'm happy to have them around. They're not bothering anything now. But the cats are another matter.
Well, I'm going to try that wolf urine that we kind of, early in the show, we talked a lot about what are the options. And I'll try that and then...
Now, Doctor, let me ask you, are you going to go for the premium or are you going to go for the regular?
Wolf urine,
because of my lack of confidence or my interest in having the least expensive successful, I'm going to start with the inexpensive product.
The regular, not premium.
How much is that? How much is that? $149 an ounce?
Oh, I may pass on that.
Whoa.
Yeah, we saw some that were $100. Yeah. And we saw some that were $10.
Yeah, that was weird. It was when you Google it, you get all kinds of prices.
Calvin went, no.
Yeah. He's going to collect his own.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry we don't have better answers.
Maybe might be fine. Have a good day.
Maybe I will when I get done with this experiment. I do have to deal with it because I certainly not interested in redoing my irrigation system every week.
Thanks, Jimmy, and Merry Christmas. All right, James is on the line at 210-308-8867. What's going on, James? Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I've got two points real quick and then a question, gardening question. Well, first off, I don't want to be remiss. I want to tell everybody Merry Christmas because
good job, James.
Won't talk to y'all until afterwards. It's out there. It's going to be good weather. Buses that have been coming through for a few months. I don't shoot at them, and I wouldn't kill them if they're no threat to me. I enjoy looking at them from a distance.
Cool.
That being
we
said,
don't have that option if we're in the city limits here.
Right.
Or at least legally, we don't have that option.
Yeah. The only animals that I've exterminated are the skunks. I'll admit to that because to me, I'm threatened by them for two things. I don't want to be sprayed, and they were getting pretty bold, and I'm worried about the rabies aspect as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
well, even that live trap that I talked about. It's a question whether that is illegal now to move like raccoons or skunks because of the rabies.
Yeah.
Doesn't do you any good to trap them if you're going to put them in another neighborhood and subject the other neighbors to the problem.
Correct. That's why I exterminated them on site, so I didn't, they wouldn't relocate one way or another. Anyway, that's another whole subject. But on my gardening thing, I have this I think it's curly leaf parsley, been growing in a container on my patio for 2 or 3 years now, or I think this is its second year. And I cannot remember, I guess getting old, for the life of me, do I have to bring that in? Will it freeze, or can it stay out in freezing weather?
I think it's pretty tough in the freeze. I mean, it doesn't. It's does well in cold weather. Cool weather.
Yeah, it's really responding well now. It's so lush and green and everything. I just could not remember if I brought it into the workshop or.
Do you
or
agree, Mark?
Yeah. It's well known as cool season herb. So I wouldn't worry about it.
So it'll take the hard freeze, like if we were to get down in 20, be okay staying outside?
A certain hard freeze. I mean, I think it can handle 28, 27 degrees easy enough.
Yeah, there may be some burning on the top, but that's
right.
it.
Okay. All right. I remember. That was it. I appreciate it so
Thanks,
much.
sir.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, man. All right, Patrick is on the line at 210-308-8867. Hey there, Patrick. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How's it going today?
Today's a good day, and I found both of those books. Found them both.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. What is it? Flame Leaf Sumac, I think is the name of it. We have one of those, and then there's a Chinese pistache. Should I wait till the spring, or is it better to put them in now while they may be dormant?
Always better to put it in the ground now.
I've got both of those in my yard.
Yeah.
You do, yeah. They're great. I mean, the flame leaf is fantastic colors. Holy cow!
Yeah, you don't even notice the flame leaf until now, this time of the year.
Right now, yeah. So it's often alongside the road or along a fence line, and you just don't see it.
Yes.
Until now.
Yeah, and then you see them everywhere.
No, my goodness.
Yeah, they have a way.
I'm online. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just.
That's my only question. I'm gonna head over to Milberger's this week.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see you then, maybe. All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you very much, guys.
Patrick, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a Merry
care.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
210-308-8867. Still time to sneak in a call if you got one.
Hey, we remind everybody, Christmas trees, 75% off.
Yes,
Come
thank
on
you.
down. Crazy Milbergers.
Yep. So the fresh cut trees, 75% off. And I'll give you the hours again for the holidays. Christmas Eve, they open at 9 and they close at noon. Christmas Day, they're closed. Milberger's is open at 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. On New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, they're closed. And you can find all the times and everything, including sale items, at milbergernursery.com. That's milbergernursery.com. All right, we got about, I guess just about a few minutes left. There was something that I think we touched on, and then we got to the calls, but my memory's blanking. Anything you guys want to bring up before we call it?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Let's think. It is our last show before Christmas, so we need to first of all say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to all of our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to hear from you before the end of the year.
There you go. Okay.
And lots of gifts here, including the gift certificates. And if you want the small, a gift to carry with you to a visit, cyclamen are great. And there's some of the poinsettias here.
And y'all talk a second. I want to find out something.
Uh-oh. What are you going to?
I'm going to ask a question about whether they're still doing the thing with the trees. You bring them back.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll just talk. Well, we can talk till the end of the show. We can go on and on and on. Anyway, so excuse me. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, he's talking about the recycling.
Yeah.
Every year, Milberger's has been willing to take the use the trees after the cut trees
they're
after
in the stands. They stand through the water, and they have cut the ends off and put the trees into the stands. And historically, you bring one back, you get another one.
Yeah,
right?
you keep the stand and bring the tree back, and he's going to check and see if they're going to take everybody's tree or if they just limit their.
Oh, that was the other thing. Okay.
What did you find out?
I found out, yep, they're going to be doing it again, which is after the holidays, if you bring your Christmas tree here to be recycled and crunched up, take everything off of it, no tinsel, no ornaments.
No flocking.
What's that?
No flocking.
No flocking,
No.
I guess. I don't know.
No flocking.
No flocking, okay. Yeah.
And they'll take... They won't hesitate to take other trees, too. It's just
the Christmas trees.
Yeah, it's a gesture to recycle, and they use the material.
Yeah, and they'll give you a gift certificate. I think we decided on 20%. That's good.
Wow.
Yeah. So, come on. If you're after the holidays, we were talking about that. If you're trying to figure out what to do with the tree now, we got a good solution.
It's a time-limited
to do it.
Gift certificate, but that's another one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, if you got something in mind that you want to buy and you're ready to
there you go.
Get rid of your Christmas tree, after you've used it, then bring it in. They'll recycle it, give you a gift certificate.
Hey, we got Tony on the line real quick at 210-308-8867. Sorry, Tony, didn't see you on the board. What's going on?
I was going to suggest to the farmer James who called yesterday about something chewing his line, probably rats or mice or squirrels. If you'll soak a cotton ball in peppermint oil, which you can get at Walmart or H-E-B, and throw those out, rats and mice don't like that.
Oh, peppermint oil for that. Okay.
Peppermint oil, a cotton ball
for
on the drip, right? Is that what we're saying?
Wherever, just probably on around the perimeter,
Mm-hmm.
But I know good on the rats.
No, okay, gotcha.
What does it work on?
So, rats, definitely rats. And somebody else said peppermint too.
Yeah, you could try it on raccoons. I don't know.
Look at that monitor.
Mine around here just get lead poisoning.
We have a lot of those callers. So we were trying to figure out if peppermint will discourage possums.
Yeah.
Let's find that.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe get somebody to try it.
Oh.
Somebody who has that problem to try it and let you know.
Yeah,
right.
Google says, peppermint can help discourage possums because they dislike its strong scent.
So back in 2011, all the irrigators were talking about their irrigation lines being chewed on, and normally we would go rats, but it could be any mammal looking for water.
Well, I know they must be able to smell that water in the tubes because when I was raising them, they would get out and chew all the drip lines that I had on all the cages. They'd do a whole roll of them looking for water. So.
All right, cool. Thank you for the tip. Always great when our listeners call in and give little things too. Thank you, man. You have a Merry Christmas too. And Calvin, I don't know why we didn't look at this either, but you may want to try it. It says, yes, a strong smell of peppermint can deter coyotes as they dislike it. It's not a foolproof permanent solution because you need to reapply it frequently, but it works. That's what Google says.
All right. Well, it sounds more desirable than Glueck, but I want whatever it takes to work and is a reasonable price.
Maybe you can plant peppermint around the.
It's as bad as coyotes. The peppermint takes over.
If it takes over, it is a cool season herb, and we have it here.
There we go. All right, Merry Christmas, everyone, and don't forget those hours on Millburgers if you're interested. But we'll see you after the holidays. And thanks to Al for doing a great job. And, of course, thanks to you for listening to Millburgers Gardening South Texas. And, of course, right here on 9:30 a.m., The Answer.